Have you ever sat by the window, watching the world pass by, and wondered if your days of contributing were over? Not because you don't want to, but because the world just doesn't feel built for you anymore. That's how it started for me. When I began using a wheelchair full-time at 58, everything shifted. I wasn't just adjusting physically, I was asking, how do I stay useful? How do I keep earning, thinking, growing, when even catching the bus isn't an option anymore? Maybe you've asked that, too. What now? There's this idea that if you're not working a normal job, you're on the sidelines. But here's what I've learned from experience. There's more you can still do than you've been told. Being homebound doesn't cancel your options. It changes them, and sometimes, in beautiful, surprising ways. Today isn't about hustle. It's about finding real, flexible ways to earn, at your pace, using what you already know or can learn slowly. But before we talk about income, we need to talk about something deeper: mindset. When I started this journey, two things held me back, and neither was about money. First was doubt: who would hire me now? Second was shame: do I really have to start over? But it wasn't failure. It was life. Health shifts. Savings stretch thin. And the desire to feel needed again. That's human. So let me say it clearly: you have every right to look for income. You are not behind. You are adapting, and that's strength. That mindset shift changed everything. I went from asking, what can't I do? To what can I still do from right here? Here's how I began. First, I listed my natural skills. Not big talents, just things people came to me for: patience, advice, listening. What are yours? Sewing, organizing, tutoring grandkids. Second, I got real about my limits. I needed rest breaks, flexible hours. That ruled things out, but also made room for the right fit. Third, I started learning, slowly. Just enough digital know-how to explore platforms like Fiverr, Etsy, or Upwork. Not for tech work, but for real, everyday skills like proofreading, transcribing, or even reading aloud. Let's get practical. What can you actually do from home, at your pace? Some people start with remote microtasks. Platforms like Fiverr or Upwork offer short, simple jobs: proofreading, data entry, writing descriptions. No degree required, just reliability. One woman I met organizes recipes for food bloggers. Another edits resumes for non-native English speakers. Others explore online tutoring or lessons. You don't need to be a teacher. You just need to know something others want to learn: cooking, music, conversation skills. Sites like Preply or Outschool let you teach in short, paid sessions, on your schedule. Selling handmade or digital goods is another path. Etsy isn't just for crafts. People sell journal prompts, printable planners, knitting patterns. One woman I know earns steady income from downloadable quotes she wrote once. There are also phone-based roles. Some companies hire for wellness check-ins or appointment calls. Just a calm voice and a headset can create meaningful work. You can even share a sliver of your past skills. Former teacher. Tutor a few hours. Good listener. Give feedback on speeches. Sometimes one Facebook post is all it takes to find your first client. And if you enjoy curating, try reselling small items: gently used books, collectibles, or puzzles. It can be soothing, slow-paced work with real value. Will it be instant? No. There's a learning curve, but it's gentle. Local libraries, YouTube tutorials, and senior centers offer help. The biggest barrier: giving yourself permission. Permission to try. To earn again. To rebuild meaning. You've lived through decades of experience. That's not just survival, it's wisdom. And now, you get to work at your pace, with boundaries that protect your energy. Some days will be hard. Some projects won't land. But none of that means you failed. You don't have to stand up to stand tall. You don't have to move fast to move forward. You just have to start, gently, stubbornly, and believe that your life still matters. Because it does. And so do you.